Moses, congratulations. What is it like signing this extension? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to your family?
It's a lot. It's a lot. Coming into the NBA, it's a good thing, but you got to work for it. You got to make your place here. You got to kind of solidify yourself over your first contract, your first deal. So being able to do that, even though there's more to come, but just not getting too forward thinking and being able to embrace the moment and appreciate it.
What does the actual moment feel like when you put that pen to the paper?
Yeah, that moment is still right now. Kind of, I did it a couple minutes ago, but just the in the NBA, things change so fast. In this world, things change so fast. So even though you something is probably going to happen, or then it's never solidified until it actually does. So being able to put the pen to paper is that solidifying moment.
Throughout these discussions, as your agent was talking to the GM and stuff, was there anything coming back to you about what the Warriors want for your future with the team?
Not necessarily word for word, but I mean, actions speak louder than words. So kind of just amongst the growth, evolution, conversation, different things. Yeah.
I know you have no control over your playing time, but how much does it help when you're able to have this deal that it kind of gives you some security, and more than likely it's going to mean that you're a more vital part of the team?
Yeah, it's good. It's good in the sense, just separating the two. Being able to go through an NBA season, the highs and lows of it, having some security, having that feeling more than anything is definitely a good feeling to have, some good security to have. But, the season will go how it does.
Moses, you're an extremely level-headed person and always just very composed with yourself. How have you been able to navigate, some inconsistencies just with maybe playing time or opportunity over the last 3 years where you really do feel comfortable investing in your future with this organization?
I'm 22, so I feel like everybody kind of in this phase of life, I know I've said it before, it just goes through different troubles and different things and how hard life can be at this stage. So realizing that I'm not the only one going through the highs and lows and inconsistencies and things like that, it's that time of life for me, for everybody. So that helps me stay level-headed with it. And then just expecting, Steve always say, like, smooth sea never makes a skillful sailor. It's just expecting it to be bumpy, expect it to be problems that you're going to have to overcome, so you're not surprised when you do.
Well, so we can all see how deep this team is, and whatever the rotation spots are going to be. Now, you could have put this off a year, right, and see what your role was really going to be. How did you think through that? And was there any part of you saying, let's wait a year and see what my role really is going to be here?
A lot of that comes through conversations with my agent, Rich, and we talked through different scenarios and fill it out, but being able to come to this conclusion is, I feel like, was the best route.
Have you not as conjunction with this negotiation, but have you a sense of what your role is going to be to start the season, just with the basketball team?
I really don't right now. I guess we'll figure it out over the next couple weeks.
Like Kerr mentioned, I'm sure Dunleavy and others agree that they want you. They just want you in part of this organization. They love your personality. They love your skills. Just hearing that, what does that make you feel? And do you sense that you're as a player, as a person, as much a person as is making this deal as a player?
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like that's one of the things that I like about this organization so much. More so is the people here. Obviously, it's really good basketball. People know basketball and are really good at their jobs. But just individually, a lot of the people here are really good people. And I was talking to Yusuf, Steph's security guard, my rookie year, and I was asking him, I forgot the question I asked him, but it was just like on the advice tip or something like, what's something that you look for in life that you wanted? And one of the things he was saying was, I want to be respected by the people that I respect. And that really stuck with me because, you want people to like you. You want to be respected by everybody. But then what about the people you don't like? You're going to be different so they can respect you. But the people that you respect, for them to see you and have that real recognized, real type of interaction is something that I take a lot of, that I put a lot of weight behind. So to answer your question, those people like Steve and Mike, Steph, Dre, like guys that I really think highly of outside of their profession, for them to have those feelings, to have those things to say about me is really cool.
Moses, I know you're big on family. How surreal is it to have your brother film you on this special day?
Oh, yeah, that's cool. It's always cool to see him around the facility, for one, because it feels like back when we was in school, and I'm younger than him, so we're walking in the hallway, and I get to see my big brother, and I get to be cool because I know the older kids and stuff. But on this day in particular, I really liked a lot of the people around in my work life and all that, but then too to have that home feeling that my brother, you can't get no closer to that. So that kind of definitely adds to the personal aspect of the business.
When it became official, who was the first person you called, and what were those conversations like?
First person I called was my parents. They both back in Little Rock right now. So we just, slow down. Things get fast, especially when money get involved. So you get excited and all of that, but really just slowing down and appreciating what it is and the opportunities that it opens up. That was the first conversation. But Draymond called me shortly after. Yeah, he's just showing love. That's all. Appreciate it.
Did you always feel this was probably going to get done, or at what point did you feel this was going to get done?
Like I said, the way that I really operate is nothing is solidified until it's solidified. So, but when I was in college and everybody was saying you're probably going to be a lottery pick, you're probably going to get drafted, I didn't talk to no agents. I didn't think about it until after the season was over. And then it was time to think about that. Same thing here. I wanted it to happen, but I pay my agent to do that. Like that's his job. That's his job to worry about, to care about, and fill out. So as much as I know that I can't completely be oblivious because it is my situation, but it's preseason. I got a job to do. I got something I'm trying to accomplish, and I think about this when it's time. Was mainly my mentality, although I did have to put some thoughts behind it before then.
The way you played, it didn't look like you were concerned about anything. You just went there and balled. But what's training camp been like for you? And I mean, did you come in with a specific mindset, a specific mentality, and how that play out for you over the course of these past 3 weeks?
Clay had said something to me a while ago talking about shooting. He was saying you see it with all the other sports, and like he talks to other guys, and shooting is like what they say about their professions. You can't try 100%. You got to try like 80%, and then the rest of it like be free and kind of relax and have that feeling to it. So as much of a high pressure situation as it could have been, I'm impressed with my ability to not allow it to be, more so just saying it is what it is, and it's going to happen how it's supposed to. So I'm going to just do what I do.
Is that like the difference between shooting and aiming?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
How much do you feel like the way that you played in training camp and preseason led up to this deal? How big of a factor was that?
I don't know for sure, but I'm sure it probably was. Just like I've been saying, the work that I was putting in over the summer and just learning and figuring out so many different things, I feel like opens up a lot of possibilities on the player that I can be, rather than coming back and showing the same thing that I showed last year. Then it's like, okay, where are you going? But I think the organization is able to see the trajectory.
And now that you have this, massive life-changing money secured, is there any big purchase that you're excited to make?
No, not really. Honestly, people talk about a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck, no matter how much money you make. So it's when you get more money, then your lifestyle changes so much. So I'm a slow motion type of dude. I ain't trying to do too much too fast. Put learning. I ain't never had this much money before, and I still don't technically, but trying to learn about it as I get it, as I grow. Still learn about financial literacy, real estate, something I've been interested in. Meet people, hang around people that I can talk to and get game from. That's kind of where I'm at, more so than spending it.
Slow motion. We got 2 slow-mos on the team. Who first introduced you to Rich Paul?
So it was my dad. He like I said, my whole time in college, he was. Well, I don't know the rules and all that. So he he was talking. He was talking to different guys whenever he was supposed to be, and that was a conversation that he had. And I think I told the story before. He talked to a lot of guys and kind of narrowed it down to a smaller number. And then I went out to LA and met with 5 different people, and it just kind of went from there.
Gotcha. And then along with Danny's question, maybe if there's not a thing you want, is there something you would like to do to celebrate your extension? Favorite food, favorite place, whatever. A little treat for yourself.
I should. I don't necessarily know right now. Kind of, we getting on a flight tomorrow. Things happen so fast, but I don't want to take it for granted and move too fast and don't be able to enjoy the fruits of my labor. So I got to figure that out. And also, I definitely do want to thank the organization, Joe Lacob family, as well as Coach Bob. Mike. I just for the opportunity, for the trust, and just show my appreciation for that, because it's definitely there.